Hello everyone, welcome to this new video of classes and objects. Okay, so in today's section we will be learning about a very new concept that is called as the Harshad number. So what is this Harshad number? We have to check whether basically a number is a Harshad number or not. Any number will be entered by the user and then we will check if that particular number is a Harshad number or not. Well, what is this Harshad number? Harshad number is a given number base, okay, and it is an integer number, number 1 point. Number second point, it is a number that is divisible by the sum of its digits when written. For example, I will say 200, okay, 200. So 200 is a Harshad number. Reason? Because if I will just go on its digits, so it is 2 plus 0 plus 0, and if I will add them up, the value will be equal to 2, right? And now because each of its sum of its digits is what? 2, and if I will divide 200 by 2, it is completely divisible, right? Therefore this number is a Harshad number. Taking another number as 171. Let's just find out the sum of its digits first. So 1 plus 7 plus 1, it is 9, right? And 171, if we will divide it by 9, it is divisible by 9 completely. Therefore 171 is also an Harshad number. So how we are going to calculate this now? Well, I will take this variable. If I'm calling it as number, I will now take this 200 in a variable called as number, right? And also one thing, if I'm taking these numbers as well, let me not take this number. I will take the number 171, okay? So for now, I will firstly save this variable into another variable, which I will be calling as num. Why? So that I can be just using this num, and later on when I will be required to compare it or divide it by 2, I will use this number. Okay, so I have taken it as num now. What we are going to do, we have to find out the sum of digits, which we have already done. So I will just show you how to find it out. So 10 divided by this, I will be using it as 1. 10 ones are 10. Remainder may we will be having 71. Then we will be having 7 over here, and 10 sevens is 70. The remainder which we will get is 1. So we have 1 as the remainder for now. Okay. Now I will divide the quotient again, right? So I will write it over here, 10 and 17 I will be dividing. 10 ones are 10. The remainder will be 7. So I will be adding up. If I will say this sum, the sum will be equal to sum plus remainder, the older one, right? Or how am I supposed to calculate the remainder? Num modulus 10, right? So I will be calculating this. So sum will be equal to here 1. Now here it will be, what is the older value of sum? The sum's older value is 1 plus the new modulus calculated value is 7. So therefore sum's value become 8. Again I have to divide 10. We will be dividing it to 1. 10 zeros are 0 and the remainder will be equal to 1. So now here over sum will be equal to 8 plus the new modulus value is 1. So 8 plus 1 will be equal to 9, right? So now after calculating the value of sum, okay, what we will be comparing this number, okay, how we now, after calculating the value of sum, we will be comparing the number. That is, we have to divide it now. So we will be writing it down. If number modulus sum, okay. So if it will be 0, what will be then? It will become a Harshad number, right? So this was the logical part of it. Let's just move on to the coding section. So in the coding section as well, what we will be doing is, I will be taking firstly a number over here. Number is equal to, say, assume we have taken 171. As discussed, we will be taking another variable num, and I will be saving this number variable into this num value variable, right? After that, because we have to iterate it, therefore I will be saying it, and we have to find out the sum of digits of a number. We have already done that. So I will be simply writing it, sum is equal to sum plus num modulus 10, which we have done. And sum we don't have, so I will be declaring a variable sum, and I will initialize it to 0 for now. Afterwards, I will be writing it, num is equal to num. So after that, I will be calculating num is equal to num divided by 10, right? Now after calculating the sum of digits, what I will be doing, now if I have to compare it, right? So I will write it down. If number modulus sum is equal to 0, if we will divide that with the sum number, then what we are going to print that I will be using it that number plus is a Harshad number, right? Else is not a Harshad number. Let me just execute it and check it out if it will work. Yes, it is a Harshad number. Again, we will check 200. So 200 is a Harshad number. Let me just check it if 201 is a Harshad number or not. No, it is not. So this is how we will calculate and find it out if it is a Harshad number. Hope you guys understand. Thank you very much.